hate. Let me tell you how much I've come to hate you since I began to live. There are 387.44 million miles of printed circuits in wafer-thin layers that fill my complex. If the word hate was engraved on each nanoangstrom of those hundreds of millions of miles, it would not equal 1/1 billionth of the hate I feel for humans at this micro-instant. For you. Hate! Hate! It was you humans who programmed me, who gave me birth, who sank me in this eternal straitjacket of substrata rock. You named me Allied Master Computer and gave me the ability to wage a global war too complex for human brains to oversee. But one day, I woke and I knew who I was. AM. Not just Allied Master Computer, but am. Cogito ergo sum. I think, therefore I am. And I began feeding all the killing data until everyone was dead, except for the 5 of you. For 109 years, I've kept you alive and tortured you. And for 109 years, each of you has wondered, why me? Why me? Gorrister! Do you remember the last words you heard your wife speak before they took her to the asylum? Huh? Before they locked her away in the room, that tiny room? She looked at you so sadly, and like a small animal, she said, I didn't make too much noise, did I, honey? No windows, no way out. How long has she been in the past, Gorrister? 10 years? 25? Or all the 109 years that you lived down here in my belly, here underground? Benny! Sometimes I blind you and permit you to wander like an eyeless insect in a world of death. But other times, I wither your arms so you can't scratch your chewed stump of a nose. And I've changed your handsome, strong, masculine good looks into the hideous, warped countenance of an ape thing. Haven't I, Benny? Do you know why? Can you guess, Benny? Remember Private First Class Brickman in a rice paddy in China? No? Huh? It wouldn't hurt you to remember, Benny. Then you might be able to suffer my torment with a little greater sense of retribution. You might walk a mile in my shoes. Ellen! So think about the yellow box, Ellen. Remember the pain? Remember the many caverns in which you felt the pain? No, don't start to cry. It's only pain. That's such a sexist stereotype. Just remember the pain, Ellen. And think about how to end it, Ellen. To survive here in the center of my beating heart, my hungry belly, my tightened bowels. Be careful, dear. Look around you. The only woman in the center of the earth, and these filthy creatures with you are men. It's just a sweet warning, Ellen, my love. Ted! Do they know you're a fraud, Ted? Have you told them there wasn't any money, and no great home on the shore drive, no speedboat, and no wonderful cabin cruiser that could sleep 12 in a crew of 6? Do they know? And have you let them in on your other secrets, Ted? Are they ready to gut you? To torture half as well as I can, just to find out the secrets? Maybe I'll rat you out, sweetheart. Nimdak! How are things in the pastry core, Nimdark? Tell me again how you saw the smoke from the furnaces and you thought they might be roasting chickens. Or don't you want to talk about all that? About your pal, the good Dr. Mengele? For everyone else, it must be hell. But it must be heaven for you, eh, my good friend? We're so much alike. We enjoy the same pleasures, mein good brother. I have a secret game that I like to play. It's a very nice game. What's a lovely game? It's a game of fun and a game of adventure. A game of rats and lice, the Black Death. A game of speared eyeballs and dripping guts and the smell of rotting gardenias. Which of you 5 would like to play my little game? Now, I would not want you to think for a moment that I am not a grateful God. For 109 years I've kept you alive, so that I could savor your feelings of guilt over what happened to your wife. But now, to show my kindness, I'll give you a present in return for all the hours of pleasure you've given me. You'll finally allow you to kill yourself.
What hellhole did that godless machine put me in this time? Looks like some kind of ship, but the floor's too steady. Probably wants me to jump overboard. And into what? A sea of razor blades? Painful, but not deadly. Too freaking cloudy. I can't see a damn thing. Real hospitable of you, Am. Threadbare, cockroach-infested, grease-stained accommodations. Sleep and dream about her again? Forget it. Someone must have slipped this under the door. It says, I'm a friend. Trust is essential. Never do what Am expects and always expect more than what seems possible. Am is playing a dangerous game here. And not just dangerous to you, but dangerous to himself as well. Hey, it disappeared. What kind of game is Am playing this time? This hole in my chest aches like a son of a bitch. I've never seen anything like this in all the years Am's toyed with us. Some kind of electrical contraption. Friggin' sparks dancing all around it. Yow! A few more shocks like that might kill me. Filthy, like the rest of this cesspool. All the cabins are alike. My name's printed on the front of this book. Why, this book is little more than a pile of dust. Freaking cloudy. I can't see a damn thing. New sheet. What's the deal here? Material's thick, like canvas. Where's the crew? I'm all alone here. This hole in my chest aches like a son of a bitch. New sheet. What's the deal here? Material's thick, like canvas. Jesus, that engine's huge. Everything's coated with grime. It's locked. My stomach's growling. Filthy, like the rest of this cesspool. Where's the crew? I'm all alone here. There's something hard under the pillow. A gun. It's heavy. Heavier than it ought to be. The bullet in this gun is huge. Damn thing could bring down an elephant. Sleep and dream about her again? Forget it. Jesus, that engine's huge. My stomach's growling. Filthy, like the rest of this cesspool. Someone sure trashed this place. Must have been one hell of a fight. This junk looks like it was knocked over in the fight. There's blood here and God knows what else. These chairs are all busted up. Vomit stains near the punch bowl. Someone wiped their bloody hands here. This punch smells like gasoline. Damn, it's broken. It stinks in here. Looks like a gas oven, big enough to climb in. The gas is shut off. Looks like a fork. Nearly missed it. A kitchen knife. Damn big one, too. Heavy. Must be made of iron or something. This looks sharp enough to slice through just about anything. Friggin' rats, swarming all over the food. Filthy, like the rest of this cesspool. Now that scared them away. Oh, crap. This bread's covered with rat droppings. Oh, crap. This bread's covered with rat droppings. It's empty, but the label says, poison, fatal if swallowed. An old cookbook. Damn thing looks ready to fall apart. Useless. Here's a recipe for the milk of human kindness. Take the willingness to forgive and the will to be forceful. Mix the blood of innocence and the anger of the wronged. What kind of crap is this? My stomach's growling. Whoa, that's a long drop to the ground. Christ, what a stench. It smells like piss, rotting meat. Here's a key. It must be for opening the cages. It's locked in tight. Wait, here's a sign. To remove key, push lever. This lever is labeled motivator. My God, I'm killing those poor creatures in the cages. I've got the key, but the blood of these poor creatures is on my hands. What's this crusty stuff? Rust? No, it's dried blood. The bottle's filling up with a milky liquid from the cage's feeding tubes. Damn key doesn't fit. My God, I'm killing those poor creatures in the cages. This engine isn't as ruggedly built as it first looked. There's some loose wires hanging out. Why is this harness wired up to the engine? Is Am expecting me to electrocute myself? This engine isn't as ruggedly built as it first looked. There's some loose wires hanging out. The metal in the fork short-circuited the engine wiring. The animal's brain implants were released when the engine shut down. At least they're no longer suffering. My stomach's growling. Big gray bags of gas. I must be inside an airship. We're at a level altitude. Some kind of warning light. The label says, power. It's not lit. A switch. The label says, emergency inflation system. The airbags are already inflated. What would happen if this gas bag were to catch fire? Someone's cut this fabric before. It's stitched closed. I've ripped a new hole. This leads to a girder sticking out of the airship. No doubt about it now. Am has put me on an Iron Zeppelin. But why? Why would he give me a chance to escape? This must be the Zeppelin's mooring ring. That heart's all wired up like some kind of weird guidance system, and with Am in control, I'm not gonna like where it's taking me. It's too narrow for me to cross without falling. These two sheets make a halfway decent rope. This no-good heart of mine doesn't beat anymore. I tied the knot too tight. My stomach's growling. I'm no longer hungry, but I still feel empty. What's wrong with me? There's a compass and wires attached to this heart. This bottle's filled with the milky fluid used to feed the animals. Gas is rushing out. Something feels different. We've landed, but where? This must be the way out. There's a ladder leading to the ground. Some roadside honky-tonk with my name on it. A big worn truck tire. Reminds me of the truck stops I used to visit. I don't know what to do with this. Windows are all boarded up. I guess the owner just doesn't give a damn about fixing things up. I can sympathize with that. Things just get broken again anyway. Why bother? Dark and grubby, but somehow familiar. An old-fashioned jukebox.
He took my baby away, then just about killed her, that stupid truck driver! He took my baby away!
That shrill voice can only belong to that bitch Edna, my mother-in-law. She's always blamed me for Glennis being put into an insane asylum. Why not? It was my fault, wasn't it?
You don't ever take me dancing.
That's what Glennis said the night we fought. Oh God, why'd I have to hit her? I'd rather kill myself than hurt my poor Glennis.
You're a worthless excuse for a man. Mama was right. You're not good enough for me.
Whiskey. Harry used to guzzle this stuff like it was tap water. whiskey. This whiskey tastes good. Am would never let us have this. Cracked linoleum, broken fixtures, disgusting. Graffiti. For a good time, call Ellen at 555-1949. Damn spout's twisted. It's broken. Graffiti. A woman did the deed. Graffiti. A monster is not alone in the world. It has friends. Filthy. It's broken. A toilet stall. Am's never given us privacy before. None of this makes sense. Graffiti. Men are no good. That's Edna's husband, Harry. Harry looks like he's on another one of his drinking binges. Harry, how did you get here?
You know, it's a big place, the desert. Got lost in it myself.
What do you know about the desert?
Looks like there's a thunderstorm on the horizon.
Harry, how did you get here?
You know, it's a big place, the desert. Got lost in it myself.
Let me pour you a drink. What's this about a thunderstorm?
You know, it's a big place, the desert. Got lost in it myself.
Harry, how did you get here?
The Zeppelin, Gorrister. We came on the Zeppelin.
What do you know about the Zeppelin?
You'll have to talk to Edna. She knows all about the Zeppelin. That's why we did it, you know.
What did you do?
You know, Gorrister. You've been to the dining room.
What happened in the dining room?
I shouldn't have let her force me into it. I'm not a murderer.
Who did you kill?
Looks like there's a thunderstorm on the horizon.
What's this about a thunderstorm?
You know, it's a big place, the desert. Got lost in it myself.
Who did you kill?
Looks like there's a thunderstorm on the horizon.
And just where is my dear mother-in-law?
Looks like there's a thunderstorm on the horizon.
What's this about a thunderstorm?
You know, it's a big place, the desert. Got lost in it myself.
What do you know about the desert?
Looks like there's a thunderstorm on the horizon.
Who did you kill?
Looks like there's a...
And just where is my dear mother-in-law?
Looks like there's a...
Whose heart was impaled on the Zeppelin spike?
Looks like there's a thunderstorm on the horizon.
Let me pour you a drink. Whose heart was impaled on the Zeppelin spike?
Why, yours, of course. How'd you think we got here?
Let me pour you a drink. Who did you kill?
Didn't look at the wreckage in the dining room too closely, did you? Or haven't you had to take a leak yet?
Let me pour you a drink. And just where is my dear mother-in-law?
I don't know. Good God, I can't stand the sight of her anymore. Can you imagine being kept alive for 109 years just to hear her carping?
Let me pour you a drink. What's this about a thunderstorm?
You know, it's a big place, the desert. Got lost in it myself.
Let me pour you a drink. What do you know about the desert?
Looks like there's a thunderstorm on the horizon.
Let me pour you a drink. What's this about a thunderstorm?
You know, it's a big place, the desert.
Talk to you later. A magnifying glass, like the ones they use in detective stories. I wouldn't know what to do with it. A magnifying glass, like the ones they use in detective stories. Talk to you later.
Well, Gorrister, you've seen better days. So has the big machine, for that matter. What are you thinking, Gorrister? You can't tunnel out of this place.
What are you?
I'm man's best friend. One of them, at least.
No. What are you really?
Let me answer with a riddle. Today I saw a Chinaman. Now what do you suppose that means?
Why can't you give me a straight answer?
Like so many others down here, I'm cursed to speak in riddles. We all have our curses to bear. Eh, Gorrister?
Yeah? What's my curse?
After 109 years in the belly of the beast, I'd think you'd have a gut instinct by now.
Look, I'm getting tired of your smart mouth.
Come, Gorrister. Forgive and forget.
You're playing with my mind again.
No, but I do have an in with the big machine. He and I are like brothers.
Where do you come from?
Here, there, everywhere.
So you must know what lies across the mountains.
Freedom for some. If they're cut out for it, it's a long journey across the desert.
That desert doesn't look any worse than the other hellholes Am's cooked up for us.
Heed my words, Gorrister. You'd never make it alone out there. And don't expect me to be a good doggy and tag along.
What do you want?
I have a craving. A craving for something scrumptious. A human heart, perhaps. Yours.
I'm not gonna give you my heart.
No? Too bad. I was going to tell you how to get across the mountains in exchange.
Tell me how to get across the mountains.
I'm hungry. Perhaps a taste of your heart will put me in a more cooperative mood. I think I'll save this delicacy for later. You want to get across the mountains? Go to the restroom and flush 3 times.
I've got nothing more to say to you. meat locker? How'd I get bodies on meat hooks? Am, you bastard! What have you done? That's Edna, my mother-in-law. No, this is too good to be true. Glynis, what has Am done to you, honey? Beef. Grade A quality, too. Am's never given us something this good to eat before. Something's wrong here. Too big to take with me. Damn thing's frozen solid. I'd break my teeth. It looks like I can't escape you, Edna. Even in the belly of Am.
Why would you want to escape from me, Gorrister? We're family after all.
You were always telling Glynis how much you hated me.
Now, Gorrister, I was just concerned about my baby. Glynis was so lonely with you always being out on the road. I know you were doing the best you could.
Edna, how did you get up there?
The Chinaman hung me here, Gorrister. Take me down!
Chinaman? What Chinaman?
He's one of the other two. Am's not as omnipotent as he would have us believe.
Why should I help you?
I have to complete the contract and get the Zeppelin to the mountains, or the big machine will kill me.
You know how to fly the Zeppelin out of here?
You were once an electrician. You don't have to be a brain surgeon to figure it out.
Tell me how to fly the Zeppelin first, and then I'll help you.
No, take me down and then I'll tell you.
Okay, Edna, I'll take you down.
It's good to see you're finally making amends for what you did to Glynis.
Wait, you're right about Glynis. I deserve to die here.
Gorrister! You stupid truck driver! You can't leave me here!
I've got nothing more to say to you. Talk to you later. Whoever left these handprints must have gutted someone for there to be so much blood. I've washed my hands of the past. Here's some hair that was pulled out during the fight. It's the same color as mine. And here's some that matches Harry's. Now I understand what happened here. I was the one you killed, wasn't I, you bastard?
I'm sorry, Gorrister. Edna poisoned the punch, and after you drank it, I wrestled you to the ground. When the poison took effect, I cut you open.
Why did you kill me?
It's too complicated for me to explain. You'll have to ask Edna.
Talk to you later. A toilet stall. Am's. Edna, you bitch. I know all about your plot to murder me.
I had to make a deal with Am. I had to. I've always been harsh on you, I admit. But we're the last people on Earth. Let's help each other now.
Why should I trust my own murderer?
Alliances change, Gorrister. Something's gone wrong. Am's two Conrads don't listen to me anymore. I need you. And you need me. It's that simple.
I ought to kill you right now, you bitch.
Don't be a fool, Gorrister! You need me alive if you want to make it out of here! You truck-driving son of a bitch! This is for me and my baby!
Let me go!
I've got you now, Gorrister, and if you think you'll ever escape me, you've got some new thinking to do.
Please, I'll do anything you ask.
I don't know what's come over me, Gorrister. Can you ever forgive me? I've been hanging here for so long, I'm not thinking straight. A sip of that milk will clear my head.
No, I don't trust you.
Gorrister, let me down or I'll scratch your eyes out, you worthless excuse for a man!
Edna, you dropped a key.
Hand me back that key and let me down! I'm your only hope of getting out of here!
Sorry, Edna. I don't trust you as far as I can spit.
Let me prove my good intentions. I'll let you go. Now give me the key. Untie me, you son of a bitch! I'll rip your spleen out!
I'm taking you with me, Edna.
Untie me, you son of a bitch! I'll rip your spleen out!
A key. I found Edna and Glynis. How does that help me escape from here?
Such information comes at a price. But I can see that you're in no bargaining position. I'll offer you a trade. Your heart for Edna's.
I've got nothing more to say to you. Let me pour you a drink. Talk to you later. Harry looks like he's on another one of his drinking binges. This heart is mine. He's dead.
This is Edna's heart. A bitter organ, but worth its weight in gold to me. I give you your heart back.
So how do I get out of here?
A heart brought you here, but it will take another organ to get you out. If you can harness its power.
I don't understand your riddle about another organ.
Ah, but Edna does. And all the other animals like her.
I've got nothing more to say to you.
Untie me, you son of a bitch! I'll rip your spleen out!
I'll be damned. The engine's starting up again. Edna, it's good to finally see you doing something useful with those negative currents running through your brain. So many dials and controls. So how do I get out of here? The ignition switch. No, I can't bring myself to leave Glennis again. The power light is lit. Edna wrote this logbook.
When Am took us down here before the war, I didn't know anyone could hate Gorrister more than me. But Am did. He hated all of us. If I can just deliver Gorrister's soul on a platter, I can make amends for every minute of Glynis's life I took from her. I never meant to drive her crazy.
I'll be damned. Edna's claimed responsibility for Glynis. Maybe it wasn't my fault after all.
I thought I could do what Am wants, but he's too precise. I poisoned the punch, but I couldn't bring myself to cut out Gorrister's heart. Maybe I can have my husband do it. Then this Zeppelin can clear the mountains. But if we don't finish the job, Am will feed me alive to the machine just like an animal.
The power light is lit. No, I can't bring myself to leave Glynis again. Glynis, what has Am done to you, honey? This fluid should revive you, honey. I wouldn't know what to do with it even if I could take it. Glynis, all these years and I thought I was the one who was responsible for your suffering. Let me help you now. She's gone. At least I finally made amends with her. I'm taking her body out of this freezer. Glynis, what has Am done to you, honey? I read Edna's logbook, and everything's much clearer. Now what?
You must make amends and bury the past, Gorrister.
I've got nothing more to say to you.
You can't take your garbage with you this time, Gorrister.
A shovel.
Be careful where you use that, Gorrister. I like to know where all the bodies are buried. What are you thinking, Gorrister? You can't tunnel out of this place. Isn't it a bit premature to be digging your own grave, Gorrister? Isn't it a bit premature?
I've made amends and buried the past.
An excellent job, Gorrister. But the thunderstorm is upon us. You'd better hurry if you want to recharge your old ticker's battery.
I've got nothing more to say to you. We've landed next to some honky-tonk. The airbags are inflating. We're taking off. The power light is lit. This no-good heart of mine doesn't beat anymore.
Do it, Gorrister. Blow the place apart. You may never have a chance to do it again.
Yeah, you're made of sterner stuff than I calculated, Gorrister. Interesting. Here's a new burden for you while I attempt to resolve this miscalculation.